Today we welcome you from OBRE HQ here in South Melbourne for our quarterly awards. Over to you, Olivia.
Welcome to the quarterly awards for Q1 and Q4. My name is Olivia, for those who don't know. I'm part of the marketing team at Corporate. This is Stavros, if you don't already know. Jason over here. What you just watched was the Summer Select agent video, if you hadn't already seen that before. So our Summer Select program that launched on the 1st of November. We've started launching our social campaign for it. So if you haven't already started posting social tiles, they've been sent out in the OBRE already, but they're available on the share drive. Corporate is doing a month of boosting for the Summer Select program. So we've got a lot of content coming and we're hoping to boost a bit of awareness for the program. Next month, we're going to have a lot of agent videos posted on story. So keep your eye out for that, a few familiar faces. And if you've missed, we've got a lot of printed material that's on Advenda at the moment. So we've got drops, we've got board stickers, as well as all of our social tiles. So yeah, keep your eye out.
And we're going to throw a couple of the links in the chat so people can grab those from the chat and use those links if they haven't already found them. Awesome.
Before we get going, how about we all put hands together for Olivia? What a great opening. So this is Olivia's first ever production that she's putting together. So well done, Olivia. So everyone out there, put your hands together. Let's go.
She did a really good job. Well done. I was going to think of a joke I could mention about Olivia Newton-John, but she came out and made an impact straight away, didn't she?
I'm just hopelessly devoted to O'Brien. What can I say?
Very good.
There you go. Very quick.
Hey, just watch out on the dad jokes. That's my thing and Jason's thing. Yes.
She's already made it personal.
Boom, boom.
Made it personal.
All right, let's go.
So Olivia, also the personal campaigns are out and running pretty well at the moment. Yeah. So yeah, we've got some a little bit of an update on how the stats are sort of coming through now since August. We've been rolling that out?
Yep, so we've been doing a lot of paid ad campaigns at the moment. Over a 2-month period, reach has increased 202% to 136,000 users. So that's pretty insane numbers. Content interactions are up by 78% as well, thanks to those paid ad campaigns. So pretty good. We've also got a plethora of print material that's out there. We've got drops, board stickers, brochures, plenty of stuff with the It's Personal brand campaign attached to it. We've also got 4 buses out in the world, 2 in the west and 2 in the southeast. So yeah, we're really getting the It's Personal campaign out.
I've actually been taking the bus as much as I can, as I do want to obviously see it and be on it. So I'm on the bus.
You're on the bus?
Yeah.
I've seen the buses, so the bus has been great. And with your Summer Select, honestly, a huge congratulations to the marketing team, yourself, Gemma. I think the colours are outstanding. The campaign looks great. It's really impressive. I think it's time that we all got on board and start listing properties. I know what we've done in our office, we've actually put a list of properties that we want to get to. We've got a target, and a lot of offices have actually done that. They want a target to get to. So we do the Boxing Day launch or the New Year's Day launch and have that as our Summer Select. Start getting your stickers ready, to get them on your boards currently. I think we can start putting those out as of the 1st of December. Is that right, Jase?
So Engine will be putting the stickers on the boards, ready to go. And all the other print supplies.
And with current boards that are already out there, can we get stickers on those as well?
Yeah, definitely.
Fantastic.
Absolutely.
So they're the frequently asked questions. So if you've got any questions on the Summer Select, please send them to the marketing team and we can answer all those for you. Yep.
And Stav, big thing happened just recently. It was called The Block. And obviously we saw you there. But obviously Judith Wright, Cows did an amazing job. And I did see you doing some bidding as well. So,
there we go.
I thought we'd go with the same look. I don't know if you're going for the Blues Brothers looks or the Men in Black look. Not sure, but look, we thought we just have a bit of a chat about that.
Ah, very
I've got the
good.
bidding card here.
Very, very good. I like that. And the coffee cup, yes?
Yeah.
Very good. I was wondering what all these props were, so you set me up there.
Warm coffee or cold?
No, it was cold by the end of it, but what was interesting is I did get a lot of people ask me about the glasses and why I was wearing the glasses, and at least I've got witnesses and I've got support here, especially from Nicola, Stacey at Chelsea, and Judy. Judy was helping me a lot. The day before, I had an allergic reaction to my left eye, which moved to the right, and there was nothing Channel 9 could do to fix it. They actually said, just put your glasses on, but I did look like a fish, and I had bloodshot eyes. So that was the reason for the glasses. So there's your inside scoop on that. But what was really cool about the block, if we're going to talk about the block, I can't take you seriously with those on, especially you, Olivia. How humble, driven, dedicated, entrepreneurial were Maddie and Charlotte. They were just fantastic. They were great to deal with. And on top of that, congratulations to Christina and Crystal. What an amazing job they did with the support of, Peter Clark. I was so proud to be an O'Brien representative there on the day. And just the whole thing, when you look at the 5 houses, we were head and shoulders above all the other houses there and all the other agencies. And I can unequivocally say that we were unequivocally head and shoulders above everyone else. Well done, Crystal. Well done, Christina. Well done, Jody. Jody was there also on the day. Well done, O'Brien Cowes, Judith Wright and Peter Clark, and to our marketing team as well here at Corporate. You really were the backbone for that whole show. Congratulations to everyone. Well done.
Well done, everyone.
Obviously being national, obviously in every state, I think apparently it's bigger than the AFL Grand Final in terms of...
Only this year because Richmond wasn't playing.
Oh, is that right?
So it was Sydney, Brisbane this year. So there was more people that watched the block than the AFL Grand Final, but that was only because it was Sydney, Brisbane.
Yeah, so what a great opportunity we've got, obviously, to advertise, obviously, the fact that we took out, obviously, the block. So it's a really good opportunity. The next month, we've got some things planned, haven't we, Olivia, in regards to that. So
springboard, use it as a springboard.
Yeah, so we've got some resources that have been sent out last week and an EDM and in the O'Brien Weekly. So we've got, if you haven't received already, we've got 100 drops and window stickers heading out to the offices. And we've also got some flyers, some window cards, and a plethora of other material. We really want to leverage those amazing results that we got. So hopefully we can carry that out until the end of the year into early 2025.
Yeah, it's fantastic. So yeah, I think we've got 12 months of marketing, but we'll,
let's milk it. Let's milk it as much as we can. So well done to everyone.
The next thing that's been obviously big within the group has been the REIV award, and Stavros, you've got it in front of you there, which is an award that you've been trying to get for a while, and you've finally been in the final year of, I suppose, the foundation, the official foundation is you've won that award with all the great work that you've, it's a build up of, probably 10 years of work that you've done to achieve that. So, and obviously the Monash Children's Hospital, obviously that appeal on the day, golf days, and so congratulations, it's really your...
No, thank you. And one thing, there's a famous saying from Leonardo, not DiCaprio, Da Vinci.
Yes.
When he was making the statue of David, and he hit that limestone 99 times, and it broke on the 100th. Was it the 99 before it? Was it the 100th? This is 10 years worth of community service, not just for corporate, but for all the officers combined, and what every single person in the group has done, because we've raised so much money, we've done so many events. So a huge thank you goes to you, to all our people that have been supporting the foundation over the years. And now we move to a new page, which is the community program, which all that means is that we have the functionality to be able to donate money a lot easier without the red tape. So it's not going to stop. It's actually just going to ramp up, where individual officers will have, they'll be free to donate where they can and where they want. So no, congratulations to everyone, and thank you to you, Jason, for putting in the submission.
No problem. And look, yeah, I think I mentioned a lot of great individual officers that also contributed. Sandara festival that gets done every year, the Million Paws Walk, a lot of obviously annual things that takes place year in year out. So it's really good.
Yeah, we have
obviously.
the golf day, the annual golf day, which we will continue from corporate for the annual golf day, things like that. But there were so many things, Jason. So thank you so much for you, because without you writing the submission, no one would know about all the good work that our people do.
And the other great award was Michelle Stevens as a team was recognised as the #1 team by the REIV in Victoria, which is awesome. And obviously recently she took out, I think for the 4th year in a row,
The REA.
award, realestate.com.au award again. So as the #1 agent in Victoria. So it's obviously great to have these accolades at this time of the year. And we've got so much to obviously promote and talk about to obviously our potential clients. So, and there's some obviously things that we were sending out in regards to this too.
Yeah, so we're sending out the 3 certificates. We've already sent them out last week. So the Community Service Award and then the 2 finalist awards that we were nominated for. So the Innovation Award and the Marketing Communications Award. So those have all been sent out in the ORAP, the OBRE Weekly. So you'll be able to print those and display them in your offices as well.
All right, so Stav, let's just go through the numbers for the quarter 4. Obviously, we're going a little bit back in time, but pretty much from April to the end of June, the numbers are across the board, across the network. We did 815 sales, 807 leasings. Auction-wise, we did 141 auctions and 866 listings for the quarter. So let's head into the individual winners, and we're kicking off with the Auction Listing Award.
So the Top Auction Listing Agent Award. So in 3rd place, we have Mark Burke from Frankston with 9 auctions for the quarter. In 2nd place, still on that Long Beach area, we have Greg Shawinski with 10 auctions. But going inland a little bit to the Greek capital of Melbourne, in Oakley, we have Gareth Apswood with a mammoth 22 auctions. Congratulations, Gareth and the Oakley office. Now, the top auction lister for the offices, in 3rd place, coming in strong with 16 auctions, we have the Frankston office. In 2nd place, with 18 auctions, great team effort there, Grant at Wanturna in 2nd place. And 1st place, with the foundations of Gareth and his 18 auctions, his 22 auctions individually, 26 auctions for the whole office. So 1st place is Oakley office. Congratulations to the Oakley office. Over to you, Jason, for the top office awards points.
Okay, from a top 10 office award, and this is for list and sell points. In 10th position, we have the Druin office. In 9th position, we have Wanturna. And we also have a great newcomer in 8th position, which is Wodonga. In 7th position, we have Langwarrin. 6th position, we have Warrigal. 5th position, we have Berwick. 4th, we have Bairnsdale. Great quarter from Bairnsdale. In 3rd position, we have Cranbourne. And the team, from a list and sell point of view, coming in 2nd is Carrum Downs. And in 1st position, we have Frankston.
Interesting, Jason, half of the offices are regional.
Well, yeah, actually, I didn't count that, but there's a few W's in there too.
Yeah.
I noticed as well. It's amazing. Obviously, seeing newcomers come in as well. So Wodonga, Bairnsdale's obviously, and Warrigal all had great. Yeah,
and
local regional.
Druin.
Yes.
There you go. Well done. Well done to all the regional officers.
From a GCI point of view, Stav, let's go with the positions there. In 10th position, we had Warrigal. 9th, we had Wanturna. In 8th position, we had Bentley, which is awesome to see. 7th again, we had Langwarrin. In 5th position, 6th position, I should say, after Langwarrin, we had Berwick. Then we had Mornington office in 5th, Bairnsdale in 4th, Cranbourne in 3rd. 2nd position, Frankston, and in first position, GCI, obviously Carrum Downs. Great to see. Great to see. How about we move on? And we move on to Office Growth Award. So these Office Growth Award is just based on percentages for the quarter, measured with the previous quarter, same time last year. So looking at third position, there we had Bentley, which has actually been growing really well. Second position, of course, Frankston, who's obviously had a great end of the year, which is great to see. And in first position, we had Langwarrin. And Langwarrin actually did 62% growth year on year. So that's great.
That's a huge growth, 62% growth. That's fantastic.
Yeah. Good effort from the team there. Moving on, staff, we have got Residential Growth Specialist, which is a BDM award. And we have actually Josh Barber in third position there. Rebecca Bassett from the Frankston office in second position. Rebecca did 47 transactions or 47 new business. Yeah, winning of those listings. First position, we had Langwarrin. So well done to Baz there. But here, well done, 51 for the quarter. Amazing. Awesome to see.
Buzz.
Yeah, Buzz.
Not Baz.
Oh, I'm sorry, yes. You know I'm good with names.
Well done, Buzz.
All right, now from an office perspective for Residential Growth Specialists, third position we had Berwick, second position we had Frankston, and first we had Langwarrin. So really good to see the numbers. Numbers very consistent in the BDM space and also property management space. So over to yourself now.
Moving on to the PM,
Yes,
PM awards.
Yeah.
So we've got PM Team of the Quarter for the small offices. In third place, we had Wodonga. In second place, we had Langwarrin. And in first place, Carrum Downs. Now on to the medium office. Third place, we had Narre Warren. Second, Sydenham. And first place, Pakenham. Well done, Pakenham. And for the large offices, third place, we had Cranbourne. Second place, we had Warrigal Druin. And in first place, our block stars, Judith Wright. So moving on to PM of the Quarter for the small offices. Third place, we had Heather Stedman from Oakley. Second place, we had Jay Taylor from Carrum Downs. And in first place, Bahir Suleiman from Langwarrin. Well done, Bahir. For medium officers, in third place, we had Bryce Riches from Bairnsdale. Second place, we had Maddie Goodwin from Seaford. And first place from Pakenham, we have Beck Crundwell. Well done, Beck.
Just like to add, Bryce Riches was a finalist at the REIV Award for the Regional PM of the Year.
For the large offices, in third place from Warrigal Druin, we have Rebecca McDowell. In second place, we've got Deb Perry from Judith Wright. And in first place, we've got Laura Lake from Judith Wright. Judith Wright doing very well in the PM section. The PM Customer Choice Award for offices. In equal third place, we've got Berwick and Narre Warren on 12 points each. In second place, we've got Werribee on 13. And in first place, we've got Blackburn on 16 points. And the PM Customer Choice Award for agents. In third place, we've got Brittany Esmore from Berwick on 9 points. Second place, we've got Caitlin Villela from Narre Warren on 10 points. And in first place, we've got Erin Simmons from Werribee on 12 points. Well done, Erin.
Tremendous. Well read. Obviously, you've been watching Anchorman and obviously been learning off off that show and anchoring our obviously awards tonight really well. So in terms of some top directors in our group, I would like to obviously acknowledge the top directors. In third place, we have Peter Joyce from Wangaratta. Peter, 17.1. This is list and sell transactions. So it's 17.1 transactions for the quarter. Well done, Peter Joyce. Pedro. In second position, we have Sean Sabel from Bairnsdale with 18. And in first place, we have Michelle Stevens, number one agent in Victoria from Carrum Downs with 61. 61. Huge. Well done. GCI for top directors in third position. Sean, well done from Bairnsdale. You wrote 237 for the quarter. In second position, we have Jai Reid from Mornington, 255 GCI. And in first, Michelle Stevens. So Michelle wrote 887 for the quarter. Amazing. Stavros, we're on to the sales now, sales agents.
Yes, so top list and sell on points for sales agents, and I'll start from 20th position. In 20th spot, we had Anthony Molinaro from Blackburn. Equal 18th, we have David Clark from Druin, along with Chrissy Kavaris from Somerville. In 17th spot, we have Daniel Sheehan from Warragul. And in 16th spot is Simone Gatt from Carrum Downs. In 15th place, we have Andrew Gurin from our Langwarrin office. And number 14th, Lynn Steinhauer from Werribee. Back to Carrum Downs in 13th place. Well done, Ben Cortrini. Great effort at 13th. 12th spot, Jared McGovern from Langwarrin. And in 11th place, we have Daniel Boyle from our Berwick office. 10th, and we're rounding off the top 10, we have Stephanie Nash from Warragul. And we're going to stick to Warragul, and we've got Claire Roke in 9th place. In the top 8, a number 8th spot, Brent Day from Cranbourne. 7th, James Diab from Wanturna. And again, these go in pairs. From Wanturna, we've got Abby Ivankovic in number 6th place. We're in the top 5 now, Jason. From Bairnsdale, we've got Mark Ashley. 4th place, Elise Davidson from the Druin office. And this is the drum roll now for the top 3. Top 3 salespeople in the group for the 4th quarter of 2024. 3rd place, Luke McGree from Frankston. 2nd place, Tia Milne from Frankston. 1st place, Mark Burke from Frankston. It looks like, what do they call that in cards?
Trifecta.
The trifecta, that's in horses. Is it the flush in cards? But I'll tell you what, that is the trifecta. Well done to the Frankston team. 1st, 2nd and 3rd place. Congratulations and well done. I'll continue now through the GCI for the salespeople. And again, I'll start with the top 20. In 20th place, we have Daniel Sheehan from Warragul. 19th, Charles Raj from Cranbourne. Over in Werribee, in 18th place, we have Lynn Steinhauer. In 17th place, Langwarrin, Samantha Stiles. 16th, Ben Cortrini, Carrum Downs. 15th, Nicola Stacey from Chelsea. 14th, we have Dave Clark from Druin. 13th place, we have Claire Roke from the Warragul office. 12th, we have Andrew Gurin from Langwarrin. And again in Langwarrin, Jared McGovern in 11th. And now we're back to the top 10. And that's where everyone aspires to be, is the top 10. Number 10th place, Brent Day from Cranbourne. 9th, we have Greg Davis from Cowes. 8th spot, we have Abby Ivankovic from Wanturna. And again, going in pairs, we have in 7th, James Diab from Wanturna also. Congratulations, James. And in 6th place, Daniel Boyle from Berwick. 5th, we have Elise Davidson from Druin. Number 4th, we have Mark Ashley from Bairnsdale. Now, interesting, this is the top 3 again. Now, it doesn't necessarily go in the same configuration, Jason, because it all goes on GCI, not transactions. So, in 3rd place, from Frankston, we have Luke McGree. Drum roll for 2nd place, Mark Burke from Frankston. And in 1st place, that leaves us with Tia Milne, finishing 1st for the group for the 4th quarter from the Frankston office. So very interesting how the configuration was slightly different between points and commission. Obviously, Mark Burke does a lot more transactions, but he works a different demographic to Tia. But well done, guys. Trifecta, 1st, 2nd and 3rd to Frankston. Congratulations. Congratulations to the top 20. And if you made the top 10, again, congratulations.
Just some notable people that actually are in the top 20 from what I can see and remember. But we've got Stephanie Nash in the top 10 for list and sell. So I think that's the first for Stephanie. So well done. And it's also great to see Ben. He's obviously 13th in list and sell. Ben from Carroll Downs.
Yeah.
He's been working really hard and so really proud of him. I'm sure the team are. And in terms of GCI, I haven't seen Charles. I see Charles back in the top 20, so it's fantastic to see Charles. And Greg Davis in the top 10 at 9th position. So Tia taking out number 1 for the quarter in GCI, so that's the first for you. So well done, rising star.
Well done.
No doubt about it. On to...
We go top auction listers, agents.
Quarter 4.
So now quarter 1, is that right?
Quarter 1.
Yes, so now we're moving over to quarter 1, guys. And we are going through it as quick as we can because we understand there are 2 quarters here. So quarter 1, I'm going to start from the top again, and we're going to start with the top auction lister for agents. So the top lister for agents in 3rd place, from the Bentley office, we had Max Martinucci with 8 auctions. In 2nd place, Gareth Apswood from Oakley with 10 auctions. And in 1st place, we have that man, Mark Burke, who works tirelessly in that Frankston North region, who has transformed a private sale area into an auction area. So well done, Mark Burke, with 12 auctions. Congratulations. Top office auction listers. In 3rd place, we have Bentley with 17 auctions. In 2nd place is the Frankston office with 24 auctions. That is such a great team effort there. And in 1st place, we have the Oakley office with 29 auctions, winning the 1st place. Over to you, Jason.
Awesome. Thank you, Stav. And I just want to actually go through some of the numbers for the quarter for July through to the end of September. It was a stronger quarter than quarter 4. We had 849 sales, 834 leasings. Quite consistent property management with the previous quarter. 134 auctions, a bit down. Obviously, being winter, listing wise, it picked up to be over 1,000 to 1,028. So, in regards to top office awards, the numbers from 10 down, we've got Langwarrin in 10th position. And in 9th position, we have Juan Turner. In 8th position, we have Chelsea. And 7th, again, we have Wodonga in the top 10, so great to see. Another regional office in 6th is Bairnsdale. Mornington in 5th. Berwick in 4th. Strong quarter from Berwick. Cranbourne in 3rd. Carrum Downs in 1st. Carrum Downs in 2nd. And in 1st, we had Frankston. So that's the list and sell transactions. So moving on to GCI for top office. In 10th position, and this is great to see. They've been working really hard. The team at Narre Warren are in 10th. Langwarrin again in 9th. Chelsea, we had at 8th position. Juan Turner, the team at Juan Turner at 7th. Bairnsdale at 6th. Mornington at 5th. Berwick in 4th position. In the top 3, we had Cranbourne, 872,000 in GCI. 2nd position, we had Frankston, with 1,121,000. And in first we have Carrum Downs with 1,248,000 for the quarter. That is amazing, Stav, in relation to those numbers.
Exceptional numbers, especially in the market that we're in. And I do believe we're at the bottom of the market now, and it's going to be blue skies, especially reading that Melbourne at the moment is probably the most affordable city behind like Adelaide and Brisbane have got higher prices or higher median prices than Melbourne. So I reckon Melbourne's the place to be. But going through the winter and looking at those numbers, they're exceptional numbers, especially from those three offices. So well done.
Look, I think the person who put it on the number plate's got it right, the place to be. It is the place to buy as well. So office growth. Couldn't help it. Office Growth Award, top 3 in office growth, and this is obviously year on year. And of course, would you expect Narre to be there? So 41.3%. Well done to Narre team. We're working really hard. It's great to see you guys in there again. Obviously, another office that's been doing particularly well is Wodonga, and I think they were there as well again in second position, 43.7%. And the boys in the West, Deer Park, first position with 46.7% growth for the quarter.
Why is it called Deer Park?
Well, there is, going back in time, a long time ago, there was a lot of deers and obviously there was lots of parks around as well. So I think that's probably what it was. What do you think?
I don't know. I'm pretty sure you've told me a different story to that in the past.
Well, look, if you know the West, and I do, if you go up Ballarat Road, going into the gold rush, what happened is I believe, Burke and Wills might have been on the wagon going towards, Ballarat. And I know they got to, a suburb which is now called Deer, which is just before Deer Park. And they went, Deer, right? They saw one. And then obviously the park was in the next suburb, and that's why it came up with Deer Park.
Okay.
Anyway.
Oh dear.
Okay, residential growth specialist, BDM agent of the quarter. In third position, we have Jay Taylor from Carrum Downs, 18 new listings for the quarter. Well done, Jay. Second position, we have Rebecca Bassett from Frankston, Rebecca 25. And in first position, we have Reese Johnson from Seaford, Chelsea, and he had 30 transactions for the quarter, and I think we've got Reese with us now.
Congratulations to all the winners, and especially to Reese Johnson for winning the Growth Specialist Award for the PM department at O'Brien Real Estate Seaford and Chelsea. Now we're going to go across and speak to Reese, so welcome Reese Johnson.
Thank you for having me on today.
Fantastic. Now, Reese, I just wanted to ask you a couple of questions before we get going. So what are your winning factors? Because that's what everyone's going to want to know. What are your winning factors and what do you pitch during your rental appraisals?
I guess my winning factors are definitely consistency. So if you say you're going to do something, definitely do it. When I do turn up to a presentation, I've noticed a few competitors in the area either bring along very minimal or it's not very well put together. I sort of have stages that I go through with my presentation. So we'll start off with checking if the home's got is up to minimum standards, then heading across through compliance, and then I sort of talk about fees and charges and what I believe we could achieve for the home online, and then our marketing from there. And then when I leave the property, I'm always very quick to say, I'll contact you tomorrow at 10 a.m. So I make that commitment that I will call them and follow them up if they have any questions the following day at 10. So I definitely think they're my winning factors at the moment.
Fantastic. So you differentiate yourself from all your competitors by doing things a little bit differently, but actually just doing what you say and saying what you do.
Yeah, so if you say you're going to do something, most of the time, I've had quite a few calls at the moment that if I ring at, say, 10 o'clock, they're like, surely this isn't you, Reece. I'm like, yep, I said I'd call you at 10, I ring you at 10. And most of the people just want someone that's going to turn up because, yeah, it's a bit uncertain out there. So I definitely think giving people the idea and, the feeling that you're definitely going to turn up and be in their corner, it definitely, helps you win at the end of the day.
No, that's awesome.
Reece, a question for myself. 30 new business wins is amazing for the quarter, so congrats. But a question for you is, is just around were they takeovers or new lettings? And if they were takeovers, how do you sort of build that trust, obviously, for them to make the switch across to you and obviously to O'Brien, Chelsea, Seaford?
Yeah, no worries. So most of those new business were takeovers. That's what I'm finding out there at the moment. There's not a lot of new investors out there, so it definitely is takeovers. If they do call the office, if I do make contact with them and they say I'm not happy, I like to go through first and pull apart the reason why they're currently unhappy. And then I like to say, well, if you come across to here, this is how we would change this scenario. And definitely, again, with them, like consistency and follow-up. So after they've been with us for a week, I say, hi, have you spoken to your property manager? Like, I also check in with them as well. And then usually after about a month, I'll do another check-in with them and see how it's going. But just to, definitely reiterate that, if you are having problems, this is how our solution and how we could change it from there for you.
Awesome. And are you databasing those potential landlords into an area? Because I noticed that you are doing I think it's a weekly EDM, or was it monthly? It's the Did You Know? Are you sort of like building trust and familiarity with your obviously services through that?
So I've had a couple of bites from that as well. And it's just the last one I did about 2 or 3 weeks ago was that there had been a few law changes. And I just said that at O'Brien, we had already, pulled apart what these new laws were. Plus, we'd also had a training session on them. And I had a couple of bites of people being like, I didn't even know the laws have changed. I've asked my property manager. They didn't even know it was happening. So I am definitely getting some, hits there with the Did You Know emails. And again, it's consistency. So they go out every Friday at 12 o'clock.
Yeah, Reece, I know firsthand that you go above and beyond for your clients. Can you share maybe a story or a time that you've actually gone above and beyond because of circumstances or special circumstances that actually led you to then win the business? Can you give us an example?
So it's actually probably one of my favourite stories for the year. A previous tenant of mine that I helped out when I was with another organisation had a family friend that had her home on the market with Jealous Craig and Mentone. The sale went horribly pear-shaped. She was 15 grand out of pocket, and she was just an absolute mess. So single lady on her own, absolute mess. So I went and met with her. She was a nurse. I went and met with her on a Sunday morning. She lives around the corner from my mum. It's not that big a deal. So I went and met with her on a Sunday morning and just talked about what it would be like to be an investor. She'd already bought a new home. Nothing just seemed to go in her favour. So I just checked in with her every single day and made sure that, she was okay and what we were doing was okay. I briefed the team and said, please give this lady the TLC she deserves. She's gone through a hell of a time. And we pulled off an amazing result. We got $55 a week extra from what she wanted. And from that, I've actually about to go and list on Monday a $1,500 a week property referred by her, and then also another $1,200 a week property. So she's out there at the moment singing my praises amazingly. So just sometimes a bit of care can definitely go a long way in this business. So that's definitely my success story for the year so far.
Yeah, that's just outstanding, Reece. Well done.
Thank you. And in line with that, just in line also with our personal campaign, obviously what we do is personal. Obviously that's personal. Apart from that, what's the most rewarding thing that you do for rental providers?
I've helped them pack boxes before. If that's older people, I've jumped in and helped pack boxes before. But the most rewarding thing I definitely think from, and this is definitely the sales side in me, is definitely when they refer you to a friend. And they say, you've listed them as a client and then they refer you to just someone just for any old reason. That's definitely like within myself. And I'm like, I've won this one. Like, I'm doing good. So that's definitely what I find the most rewarding for myself is when someone thinks I've done such a good job that they'll refer me to someone else. So that's probably, that's the most rewarding thing for me for sure.
Fantastic, Reece. Thanks for taking time out in your day. I know it's a busy schedule. I know one thing about Reece, he is ruthless with his diary. A couple of other things, Reece, and I'm going to throw you under the bus here a little bit. He does get distracted very easily. So he's got a sign on his door that says, I easily get distracted, so do not talk to me. But one thing about Reece is you point him in one direction, you shut the door, he gets on the phones, he does his call sessions. He works well with the sales team where he does his call sessions regularly, and he works very, very well in that property management unit and department with all the PMs. So well done, Reece. You haven't been with us for that long. It's coming up for almost, 8 months, 9 months? And mate,
Yeah, 10 months.
10 months, there you go. Wasn't far off, and mate, you're doing well. And hopefully there's years to come.
Absolutely, I'm not going anywhere. I live around the corner.
Well done, mate. Should be proud. Good work.
Well done.
Residential growth specialist for an office perspective. Third position, we had Karen Downs. Well done, Jay. 18 transactions likewise to yourself for the quarter. July to the end of September, and Frankston was second with 25, and Rebecca obviously did those. And we also had in first position Seaford, which is obviously Reece Johnson. Congratulations to Reece.
Looks like we've got a bit of an investment triangle there between Carrum Downs, Frankston and Seaford. It's the place to be.
It's temperance, I think. It's a golden triangle.
The golden triangle.
Yes.
Okay. Let's go.
Lastly, from a commercial perspective for growth, we had a fantastic performance from a person by the name of Stacey Justice. So position of first, there is only one winner in the commercial growth category. 50 transactions from Wangaratta and Stacey. So
Jeez.
that's a big number, I think, for the quarter. 50 transactions. So awesome to see. Over to you, Olivia, for some property management awards.
Yes, so we've got the property management team of the quarter for small offices. We've got in third place, Carrum Downs. Second, we've got Oakley. And in first place, we've got Langwarrin. For the medium offices, third place, Sydenham. Second place, Bairnsdale. And first place, we've got Narre Warren. Well done, Narre Warren.
Beautiful.
For the large offices, we've got Cranbourne in third place, Warragul Druin in second place, and in first place, we've got Judith Wright. For the property manager of the quarter for small offices, in third place, we've got Bahir Suleiman from Langwarrin. Second place, we've got Heather Stedman from Oakley. And in first place, we've got Nicole Gardner from Wanturna. Well done, Nicole. And for the medium offices, in third place, we've got Jessica Stevens from Mornington. Second place, we've got Mark Bryant from Mornington as well. And in first place, we've got Caitlin Villela from Narre Warren. Well done, Caitlin. And for the large offices, third place, we've got Laura Lake from Judith Wright. Second place, we've got Barbara DeVol from Warragul Druin. And in first place, we've got Deb Perry from Judith Wright. PM Customer Choice Award for offices. Third place, we've got Narre Warren on 10 points. Second place, Berwick on 16 points. And in first place, we've got Werribee on 21 points. Well done, Werribee. And now the Customer Choice Award for agents. In equal third place, we've got Melinda Jansen from Werribee and Megan McMenamin from Berwick on 5 points each. Second place, we've got Renee Green from Narre Warren on 6 points. And in equal first place, we've got Susanna Gregory from Werribee and Melissa Gregory from Berwick on 7 points each.
Okay, and now for Sales Director for List and Sale Points. Thank you, Olivia, for your PM readings. We have got Sean Sabell again in third position from Bairnsdale, 20 points. Jai Reid in second position from Mornington, 23.4 points. And of course, as you would expect, Michelle Stevens, Carrum Downs with 69.24 points. Moving into the GCI for top sales director for the quarter, we had Jai Reid from Mornington. I think this might be a PB from Jai, $348,000 for the quarter. And I think it was just at the end of September or end of October. I think Jai may have hit around $1 million for the calendar year. So great to see another young man, or another young agent, I should say, in breaking their PBs. In second position, Matthew Dewan from Cranbourne with 366,000. In first position, as you would expect, just a little bit under $1 million, was Michelle Stevens from Carrum Downs with $979,627 in GCI. Congratulations to those top selling directors at OBRE. Over to you, Stavros.
Thank you, and I'm going to bring it home now with the top list and sell points, followed by the GCI. So in 20th spot, we have Joseph Fernand from the Narre Warren office. In 19th, we have Jared McGovern, Lang Warren. 18th spot, it's Nicola Stacey from Chelsea. 17th, Andrew Gurin from Lang Warren. 16th, we have John Rombotis from the Cheltenham office. And in 15th place, we have Daniel Sheehan, Warrigal. In 14th spot, we have Christina Walters from Cowes. 13th, Lynn Steinhauer from Werribee. In 12th, we have Paul Rogers from Berwick. 11th, Brent Day from Cranbourne. And in rounding up the top 10, Ben Quattrini from Carrum Downs. 9th place, Daniel Webber from Melton. In 8th, we have Simone Gatt from Carrum Downs. In 7th spot, we have Elise Davidson from Druin. And down from Bairnsdale into 6th place for Mark Ashley. 5th place, Daniel Boyle from Berwick. 4th place, Mark Burke from Frankston. In 3rd place, and this is a big one, we have Abby Ivankovic from the Wantirna office. Congratulations, Abby, for top 3. 2nd place, we have Tia Milne from Frankston. And in 1st place, it is Luke McGree from the Frankston office also. I'll go on to GCI. In 20th place, we have Christina Walters from Cowes. 19th, Andrew Gurin from Lang Warren. In 18th spot, it's Joseph Fernand from Narre Warren. 17th, Daniel Webber from Melton. In 16th spot, and I think this is quite a good mention here, Jason, we have Tom Lepame from Berwick, young Tommy, in 16th spot, so congratulations. In 15th place, we have Nicola Stacey from Chelsea. 14th, we have Daniel Sheehan from Warrigal. 13th spot in GCI, it's Ben Quattrini from Carrum Downs. And in 12th spot, we have Paul Rogers. 11th, it is Brent Day from Cranbourne. And we're down to the top 10 now. The top 10, and we're bringing it home. We have Simone Gatt from Carrum Downs. In 9th place, Elise Davidson from Druin. 8th spot, we have Mark Ashley from Bairnsdale. In 7th, from the Frankston office, it's Mark Burke. From Blackburn office, 6th spot, it's Harry Singh. The top 5 now, Daniel Boyle in 5th from Berwick. 4th place, it's John Rombotis from Cheltenham. And the top 3, Abby Ivankovic from Wantirna with $237,000. In 2nd place, from Frankston, it's Tia Milne with $357,000. And in 1st place, we have Luke McGree, a new dad, a new father in the group, from the Frankston office with $447,000 for the quarter. Congratulations to everyone in the top 20 there. The top 10, we've got a couple of keen or new names in the top.
Notably, yes, we do. And we have, I think, Abby in the top 3.
Yes.
From a list and sell point of view. in terms of transactions, and we also had Abby featuring in the top 3 in GCI, which is great to see. Ben Quattrini again in the top 10. That's
Yeah,
2
well done,
quarters.
Benny.
Well, not quite for both quarters. I think it was 13th, but now in 10th. But he's in growth mode. Good to see Paul Rogers back there in 12th position.
Yep.
And Christina Walters, it's good to have her there, obviously, in 14th from the Cows office. So good things coming out of that. And notably for GCI, Harry Singh from Blackbird. We had Harry do an $8 million sale. Obviously, that helped a lot. I mentioned Jai Reid from a PB point of view, but also Tom LaPalma. Congratulations to Tom, and it's great to see you in there as well in the GCI. So really good to see some newcomers coming in there. And we've got now, I think the Frankston office joining us for a bit of a chat in regards to their performance.
Yes.
We'll throw to them now. We're going to throw to the Frankston office now, who took out the number 1 office for list and sell units. Congratulations, Andrew, we've got, and the team there as well, Tia and Luke. Congratulations, Andrew, and we'll talk to you and yourself, Tia and Luke, in a moment. Andrew, I think it's the second quarter in a row now you've been the number 1 office in list and sell units, which is great. What were some of the goals that you may have set yourselves at the start of the year or even at the start of the calendar year in regards to getting to the position that you are in now?
Well, yeah, we all got together as a team and we committed to being the number 1 real estate agency in Frankston. It was really important to us. We've got some very good companies here, and we wanted to be clearly number 1, and so that was the goal that we all set, and we're achieving it. So it's very exciting.
Awesome, Luke. Mate, you had a great quarter, 404,000 in GCI, huge. Obviously, probably one of the second quietest quarters for the year. Just in regards to your strategies and your approaches that you've been adapting in the market, you're going from strength to strength. What is it that you're doing that it's getting you this growth?
Being just team management, with a really big focus on managing the team and just really amping up the prospecting and the marketing output. So just taking some risks, spending some money, on things that are a bit out of my comfort zone, and just trying to push the envelope, and also just coming in early and working really, really late and making more calls than my competitors. That's pretty much what I draw it down to.
And Luke, for all the accolades and all the awards you received this quarter, your title's changed slightly this quarter as well, which hasn't been discussed yet, but your title's gone now to father and loving husband, not just a real estate agent. So how does that feel, and how are you feeling at the moment?
Well, I've been a loving husband for a while now, but certainly father is new. So we're working through it. It's hard finding that balance is hard, because I'm very competitive. I want to be the best, but I also need to be present at home. So I'm trying to find that balance and make it work. And I'm not perfect yet, but we'll get there.
No, I think you're doing a great job. Now, Tia, can I go across to you? And look, you're doing some great work. Obviously, you're early to bed, early to rise, and you work like hell, and you advertise. You're on TikTok, you're on social, you spend a lot of time really getting the Tia brand out there. How do you maintain, firstly, your diary, and how you do that, and how do you maintain your client relationships, and how has that impacted your sales business?
Yeah, well, I think in terms of how I maintain my diary, I used to work just on a paper diary, so I would literally just have it on me all the time. I'd just be checking it all the time. Now that I've got 2 team members, it's important that we're all on the same page. So we have an electronic diary. It's just Outlook calendar. Every morning, usually when I'm at the gym, I go through the calendar, see what's on the to-do list, and send them an email with the to-do list for the day. So that when we start the day, we have a quick couple minutes, and then we're just straight into it. So it doesn't take up too much time, and that can be anything from organising the corporos and the doormats for settlement, anything. So that's all we've done pretty much before I even get into the office. And that way I can just focus on the prospecting when I get into the office. In relation to the client relationships, I mean, I think, you know, when I first started, it was just about providing excellent customer service, over servicing, over communicating the detail as well, so that people felt like they were ahead of anything that could happen, that they weren't going to be any surprises. I think that's what makes people, you know, generally not just a client, but generally human nature, kind of having some sense of autonomy, some sense of predictability makes people feel safe, and then that just creates an easy relationship of moving forward. But I think social media is really important in maintaining and creating customer relationships, because you're building rapport with people you've never even met on social media by putting yourself out there, whether it's just, you know, your daily routine or your work or whatever. People get to feel like they know you before they've ever met you. So it's a very important part of creating customer relationships.
Yeah, and social media is very important, not just for you, but also for Luke. But my big question is, when am I going to see Andrew Milne on TikTok?
Oh,
I've seen him.
We actually are 2025, so we've got plans there.
Andrew, just a question in regards to the goal you set to be obviously moving to the number one position, obviously, and you're already there in your obviously town, but obviously within O'Brien. Obviously, you've got some great, obviously, lead agents and you've got a team behind them. Is that, say, one of the pivotal things that has actually brought you that success?
Yeah, well, look, we're big prospectors. You know, door knocking and cold calling, letterbox dropping. We're big on that. As Tia alluded to a little bit earlier, very strong presence on social media. That's really important. It's a hyper competitive office. I mean, all the associate agents are learning that from the lead agents. So yes, super competitive. But I think communication, you know, between the departments and then within the departments is very important. So on a daily basis, pretty much everybody knows what everybody else is doing. I think that's very important. Yeah, and I mean, from my point of view, you know, I'm always, you know, learning. You know, we're big into learning here and improving on a daily basis. And I like to read a lot of leadership books, listen to the Josh Vegan podcasts. So yeah, it's just constant improvement. Yeah.
Yeah, interesting. Actually, I'll use that as a segue. Always improving and always learning. This quarter, we also had Tia present and represent O'Brien Real Estate at the Platform B event, and that was a real big highlight. And I think, Tia, it was great to have you out in the industry, in the real estate industry, because a lot of people probably wouldn't know who you are. They'd know, you know, Dad. Obviously, he's been doing real estate for almost 30 years. But that was a real good stepping stone for you to get out there and explain. I suppose you're the new crew coming through. You know, you're doing things a little bit differently. You're using tools that we never used. How did you find that experience, and what are the spin-offs from that experience that you had?
Oh, look, it was fantastic. I mean, you know, it was really an honour to be asked. There's certainly much better agents out there than myself, so I appreciated that opportunity to be recognised when there's certainly, you know, people doing things better and differently. I think, you know, so I certainly appreciated it. I think in terms of, you know, what can come off it, it's just being inspired and being, just being inspired to do better and see how you can do things. I mean, my personality type is that, you know, if I've got an idea and I think it works, then we execute it. But I'm never really happy because I think to myself, we should have done this 5 years ago. So it's just kind of that constant need for improvement. And when you're surrounded by people at events like Platform B that yourself and Bernard hosted, it just really keeps motivating you to do better.
I'll tell you something that did come out of it though. It was, yes, Tim Heaviside writes some big figures, as does Sam Rogopoulos, and Tom is Tom. And but one thing that came out of it, and this is where I was so proud, and I rang Andrew and told him, you know, that you were actually relatable, because not everyone, not that these big figures aren't relatable. You know, writing huge GCIs, like Marcus Ciminello's average com would be tens of thousands of dollars. You know, Tia works in Frankston. It's about transactional figures, and it's things that are achievable. And one thing that came out of it, Tia, was the young people in the audience were so relatable, and you were more relevant to them. Not taking nothing away from Tim and Sam, but that was a feather in your bow. So that congratulations and well done.
Thank you. And I think sometimes there's maybe a idea that once you establish yourself, you can kind of ease up of the basic tasks that get you to that level of success. But I mean, I'm outdoor knocking all the time. I'm out letterbox dropping in the morning. I still call my database. I still call. I wish I could do it more. Actually, that's what I like doing. Unfortunately, sometimes the admin and all the other stuff takes me away from it. But just because you are achieving strong figures, and I know Luke's the same, he prospects constantly as well. You can never kind of rest on your laurels and take your foot off the gas, because you will unfortunately see those consequences. So I think just continuing the basics is very important.
Yeah, no, very good.
Luke, finish up with yourself. Mate, you're only a relatively young man. Obviously, juggling, a new experience with a baby, and obviously recently married. I mean, do you want to share your age? I mean, it's inspiring that you're juggling so much.
24.
24. Unbelievable. I mean, what advice can you give people, obviously, that are starting, obviously, in real estate, or, the challenges of juggling different things? I mean, you're just super focused. I can see that in you, and obviously the numbers are there.
Don't make any excuses or any reasons why. Don't have a self-limiting mindset. You've got to just pick exactly what you want to have. I mean, every quarter, every month, I know the numbers I'm going to write before it happens, because I'm meticulous with planning it, and I won't let anything get in the way of that. And I think that really, it's not, people like to overcomplicate it. You got to do this, you got to know that person, you got to, there's so many variables. At the end of the day, if you just got to will a big quarter together, and then stack the next quarter on top of that, and then just keep stacking. And each financial year I set a goal and I hit it, and then I make an uncomfortable goal for the next financial year and I hit it. So last financial year I just missed out on writing $1 million, and I've set a goal to write 1.5 this financial year, which feels very scary. It still does, but I think I'm on track, and and I'll just will it into fruition. And it's a little bit hard to say, but people like to just make excuses and be too soft and come up with an excuse for why this can't happen, and they've got a can't do attitude. You've got to have quite the opposite and just will it into fruition. Yeah. You've got
the juggling of, obviously, other new things,
other factors.
Yeah, and it's phenomenal. And you're getting enough sleep?
No.
There you go. You're not making an excuse though, are you?
But that's an honest answer. I'm not sleeping well at the moment, but my numbers won't be affected by that, because I won't let it happen.
There you go.
It's interesting. Luke reminds me every now and then. Many years ago, he was a young man working behind a bar at Casa de Playa, and he served myself a beer. And it's very proud to see you, mate. The way you've come in leaps and bounds, and you've gone from that to being one of the greats. And your future, your journey's only just beginning. So it's going to be a great journey to watch from afar. So well done, congratulations. Before we go, I just want to ask Andrew Milne. How do you feel, Andrew? I can see every time I speak to you, you've got a grin from ear to ear. You're so proud. You've got a progression plan obviously coming through, and it's your children, it's your family. So how do you feel?
Yeah, well, look, it's amazing. It wasn't. It just happened, and now I feel like we're definitely in a growth phase as a business. And whereas previously I thought I'd get to the finishing line and sell the business, but now the McGrees and the Milnes will continue on and take it over, and it's very exciting for myself and Marinella. And then one day, little Serafina could be the managing director of the business, and these guys could be sort of fitting the business. So no, it's very cool. Thanks, Stavros. Yeah, very cool.
No, congratulations. Well done again.
Thank you.
Well done.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you for everyone who tuned in and watched these awards. They were the quarterly awards for Q4 and also Q1 of this year. So ladies and gentlemen, for everyone that watched, it was an action-packed quarter, especially Q1 for the new financial year, with the REOV Awards where we won our inaugural and first foundation award, the Community Award. We had the block winners, like we had Maddie and Charlotte we represented them for House 1, and it was auction 5 on the day, and it was such a huge success. So O'Brien's been in the limelight across the REA Awards with Michelle Stevens, the REOV Awards with 7. We had 7 nominations, Jason.
7 finalists, and we also had Anthony there as a finalist in the auctioneering competition as well.
So we've really had the brand out and about right through this quarter. So thank you to you. This is all about you. This is your awards, and these are your recognitions. So thank you to everyone that's tuned in. Enjoy, and let's have a Merry Christmas. We're heading into Christmas now. Let's finish strong with this Summer Select and the Boxing Day launch. So let's really finish strong so we can have a great break over the Christmas. So thank you to Jason, Olivia for being on board, and to the marketing team that have put all this together. So thank you. Enjoy.
Thank you, everyone, and we'll see you at the Ignite function for our next quarterlies.
See you then.
Bye.